This is Shirley from Shirley's World, and as promised, the second time, I'm here at 8 o'clock on a Thursday. I was going to do this at 4. That's what I had scheduled it for before, but I have my list of excuses why I couldn't do this at 4 o'clock. Let's get all the excuses out of the way at one time. Why 4 o'clock wasn't good today. I had just got home from the Cairo and going grocery shopping. I was unloading the car and I was in a rush, and I was stressed out anyway because for the last 2 days, my dog has been under the weather. He got vaccinated. He went for his physical and got some vaccines that he was due, and he didn't feel good. Plus, he hurt his hip. He wasn't walking well. He was in pain. When anything's wrong with my dog or my horses, I am just stressed out and it's not good. So that's another reason I was just stressed out still. Today he's doing much better, by the way. The dog is doing much better. So also I went out right before 4. I went out to put my chickens in the big yard, and they usually just go in a big flock. They herd really easy from one place to the other in a flock, no problem. Today, they decided they'd just go helter-skelter all over the place. So it took me another extra 10 minutes to get them into the big yard so that they could sort of be free in this huge area I have for them. So also, I was cooking something on the stove. Because my dog didn't feel well, I was making what they call the tummy diet. And it's just boiled chicken and boiled potatoes, boiled white potatoes, boiled sweet potatoes. You just boil them up, and it's very bland and good for their tummy. So I was making that up on the stove. I didn't want to do the video while something is cooking on the stove. Plus, it was close to my dog's feeding time, and sure as anything, I was in here, and at 4:15, he's at the door whining. So 4 o'clock is never a good time, evidently, for me. Okay, 8 o'clock that I picked, plus Thursdays. I didn't research this well when I decided to do Thursdays. Thursdays now at this time, first of all, it's dusk. I have to put my chickens away. They're safe, though. They're in their small little wire run. But I have to go close their door when I'm done with this. I'm tired at this time of night. This is usually the time I quit and go lay down on the couch. Plus, the Indians game is on. It started like at 7:30, and I would be laying down watching the Indians game. And then at 9 o'clock, Casey, the Rockstar Flipper, comes on Thursdays, and I would be watching that. So I'll still watch that. So this shouldn't take that long. I only had 17 sales the second week of September. And when I tell you the net that I made on everything, it wasn't that wonderful on that. Yes, and my sister says, and tea time's at 4 o'clock. That's right. I didn't even have tea time today. Yeah, it was a rush day. So let me share my screen and show you what I sold. I had 17 eBay sales and 1 Poshmark sale, but at least it's 1. I had 1 last week and 1 the week before, so I'm getting some now that I'm putting more on and sharing my closet more. So you have to do that. So let me share my screen. If I remember how to do this. Okay, there's the first item, an Eileen Fisher extra small little textured cap sleeve pullover blouse. And that sold for a best offer of $16. After taking, they paid $20 when they added their shipping on there. But after taking all my fees and everything off of there, I made a grand total of $11.65. Okay. Next thing is a Hugo Boss men's large pullover sweatshirt. This had a big roll collar on the top that tied. This is a heavy sweatshirt. And it sold for a best offer of $20. They paid shipping. And after taking off what I had to pay shipping and the fees and everything, I made a grand total of $14.18. So you're going to see what I mean about not making much this week. This next thing is a women's Western shirt. This was like a sateen fabric. It was shiny. And it sold for the sale price of $19.99. And after they paid shipping, they actually gave me $20.64. But then I have to take off all my fees, which comes down to a grand total of $14.54 is what I actually netted on that. Here's a Free People women's sweater, and it's an Anthropologie brand. It was new with tags. Now, I did take a best offer of $20. And after they paid shipping and I bought the label to ship it to them and took off my fees, I made $14.83. Now, a lot of these things I've started also listing on Poshmark, but they are selling on eBay. And I'm trying to, I usually put them on Poshmark for a little more money, but I'm thinking I should put them on for the exact same price, because if I think they're worth a certain price, that's the price they should be on both platforms. So that's what I think I'll be doing. Under Armour men's extra large loose top. Okay, I sold this as a best offer. First of all, it was it was marked down to $13.59. Somebody offered me $8.99. I'd had this a while, evidently. I don't know why I took such a low offer. But I ended up netting $4.74. Now, that isn't even worth my time of listing and selling and using my mailing bags and everything else. So there's a couple things on here that's not worth having sold them, actually. That's one of them. Here's a polo by Ralph Lauren, men's green check shirt. It was a non-iron shirt, long sleeve, and that sold for the sale price of $19.99. They paid shipping, and then after all my fees, I made $15.07 on that. Here's a Maxi Dress by Bila, B-I-L-A. This was a really neat dress. It was a size large, loose, had a lot of embroidery on the top. It was made out of rayon, and that sold for a best offer of $16. I had that for quite a while. That's why I took that best offer. And I ended up only getting $11.13. This is after taking what I paid for the item and everything else. So, an Under Armour men's Cold Gear hoodie. This sold for a best offer of $16. I have to stop taking these best offers. Low best offers, that's for sure. After all the fees and all is said and done, I made only $11.13 on this. Here's a BCBG Maxi flare skirt. Sue, do you remember this skirt? We thought it was ugly when we bought it, but then it sort of grew on us. It had leaves all over it and sort of sheer, and the leaves were like velvety. Anyway, it sold for the $19.99, and after everything, all the fees and everything, I got $15.80 for that. Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I got, after it sold for $17 as a best offer, and I got a grand total of $12.54 for that skirt. Here's this pair of really cute Born shoes. I had a lot of interest at first on these shoes, and they were a small size 6. And they finally went for the sale price of $23.19. And I ended up getting, after all fees, $17.49 on those. A Brooks Brothers dress shirt in this sort of window pane check. It was a 16.5 and a 33 sleeve slim fit. It sold for a best offer of $16. And after all was said and done, I made only $10.97 on that. That's more than doubling my money, but still. A pair of Tommy jeans, 32 by 30, straight leg men's jeans, and they sold for a sale price, or for a best offer price of $17. After everything, I made $11.64. Silk pair of, they're like lounge pants. That's how I listed them. They're like pajama pants or lounge pants. They sold pretty quickly, actually. That was the first item out of one of Bumblebee's boxes that I sold. They were super wonderfully feeling because they were all silk. A real airy. They weighed practically nothing. And they sold for the sale price of $15.99. And after everything, I made $11.20 on those. Now this shirt, Luigi Borelli, Napoli. This is actually a made in Italy shirt, and it sold for $35 best offer. But the man that bought it was in Russia. So I decided I'd try. Also, global shipping doesn't ship to Russia, evidently. It's not on the list. So I thought, well, I'm going to try doing this myself. And it ended up costing, of course, still a lot of money for him to get this shirt. So he sent me back a note he changed his address to somebody he knows. I think it was in Connecticut, or where did it go to? Delaware. So I shipped it to Delaware, which was so much easier. And anyway, after all the fees and everything, I made $26.75. That's actually the best net I made on all these sales this week, this past week. That shirt. Okay, here's another shirt by Banana Republic. This is a men's dress shirt, extra large, in an 18-18.5 slim fit, blue window pane, and that sold for best offer of $17. And after all fees and everything, I made $11.58. Okay, here's a pair of Keen flip-flop shoes. They were women's size 9. I was happy to get these, but then when I got them home, they were just really in fair condition. The sole, there was a lot of wear on the sole, and I did take a best offer of $12.50 on those. But after everything is said and done, I only made $7.61. So that was hardly worth the listing and everything, because shoes are $5. So I certainly didn't even double my money on those. Here's a little jacket by Adidas, a small fitted jacket with zip pockets, and it sold for the sale price of $19.99. And after everything, I've made $14.64. Okay, that is what I sold on eBay. Now, if you, that was a total net amount of $237.49. And the average selling price is only $13.97 was my average selling price. So that's a low. I would love to be around $25 as my average selling price, but I'm either going to have to get rid of a lot of low-priced items in my inventory, or bundle things to try to get rid of the inventory, or I'm going to have to not hardly take anything off for low best offers, because I think I have my prices okay. I don't have them too low. I don't think I do. Anyway, I should have Casey do another closet. He does, he looks at your not your closet, but your store, and tells you, he's very honest and tells you what you should and shouldn't be doing. I may have him do that again. So the, let me get back here, stop screen sharing. I don't know how to show you my Poshmark sale. If I can share the screen to my desktop picture, let me try. I hope this works. I don't know how to do this, maybe. No, it's not going to work. I don't want to mess this up. So anyway, I'll just tell you what it is. I sold a pair of Tom's open toe wedge shoes. They were high wedges and like heels, but they were like burlap wedges, and they were denim, open toe denim shoes. They sold for $36, and minus my fees, which they charged 20%, I made $28.80. So as you can see, they if I would sell all these things on Poshmark, I would have probably made a lot more money, but it's going to take me a while. Please check your email for an important message from you. Okay, I will when I get off. Or do I have to do it right now? Should I do it right now? I don't want to mess up the screen, because sometimes I get off and I can't get back on again. Anyway, that is what I sold the second week in September. And I want to change the day I'm doing this. I think I looked at my calendar this time, Okay, no, I'll do it as soon as I get off here. I'll check it. Message from who? That's Bumblebee, where I get my boxes from. She has a message for me. I need to change the day. So I looked at the calendar, and Wednesdays are a better day for me. Wednesdays, but it has to be early in the afternoon when I still have some energy. So how about Wednesdays, like 1 o'clock, noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. Tell me what y'all think of those times. I'm going to try Wednesdays, early afternoons, and see how that works. But I do want to figure out a day that I can be on. Other than sporadically, I do come on, but I want to make a for sure time, even though I hate commitment. I think I'm going to try Wednesdays, let's say 1 o'clock Wednesdays. We'll try that for a couple weeks and see how that goes. Wednesdays, it'll be early, Sue, so it shouldn't disturb you know what. And that was the only thing about Wednesdays. But it's going to be early, so it should be okay. So we'll try that. If anybody has any other ideas, I don't want to make it on any day my daughter works. She works on, what days does she work? She works on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's her bartending job when she works. So that's when she calls me, exactly the time when I'm trying to make a video. Even though I do put the airport mode on my phone so I can't get any calls. You know, I don't want to do that if she's trying to call me. But anyway, we'll try Wednesdays at 1. I know she won't be calling me then. And that time is good, Sue? Okay. Okay, Wednesdays at 1. We're going to try. I'm going to write that down because God knows I can't remember anything. Wednesday at 1. So that's what I had to say about my sales. I'm not too happy with this second week in September. So we'll see how the third week goes and the fourth week and see if we're moving upward in fourth quarter here. This is the first month of fourth quarter. So I hate to reduce my inventory until after fourth quarter, but what I'm going to do is adjust my prices that I'm not going to take such lowball offers. We'll try that. Let's see. I know everybody says you have to have best offer on there because people look for that, but it seems every sale you make then, people are just offering your best offer and they never, what's the use of having a sale is my question. What's the use of having a sale on if they're going to lowball your sales anyway? So anyway, I will be on probably in a couple more days about something or other. So I'll close for now and see you next time. Bye.